5 years ago, when the world was moving at full speed and football stadiums were still roaring with packed crowds, Cristiano Ronaldo said something that many people heard, but few truly understood. At that time, he was playing for Juventus FC, dominating in Serie A, scoring goals, breaking records, and continuing to prove why he was one of the greatest athletes in history. But beyond the goals, beyond the trophies, beyond the headlines, Ronaldo was sending a message. He spoke about discipline, about sacrifice, about how talent means nothing without relentless work. He warned young players that social media fame could destroy careers. He warned that comfort is the enemy of greatness. He warned that if you stop pushing yourself for even a moment, someone else is already working harder to take your place. At the time, many people saw it as just another motivational quote from a superstar. But 5 years later, those words hit differently. When Ronaldo talked about discipline, he wasn't just talking about waking up early or training hard. He was talking about living differently. While others were celebrating victories late into the night, he was recovering. While others were distracted by endorsements and fame, he was in the gym. His lifestyle became a blueprint. He famously returned to Manchester United FC in 2021, and even former teammates admitted they felt pressured to improve their habits because of him. Young players changed their diets. They trained harder. They arrived earlier. Why? Because Ronaldo's presence exposed comfort. And that was the warning. Comfort kills ambition. 5 years ago, he also spoke about longevity. Many critics said that once he crossed 35, it would be over. They predicted decline. They said speed fades, power disappears, hunger weakens. But Ronaldo warned them indirectly when he said age is just a number if your mindset is right. Fast forward, and he was still scoring crucial goals for Portugal and later dominating in the Middle East with Al Nassr FC in the Saudi Pro League. While many stars faded quietly, Ronaldo reinvented himself. He adapted his game. He became smarter with positioning. He transformed from a winger who relied on explosive dribbles into a lethal finisher who punished defenders with precision. That transformation was not accidental, it was planned. That was part of the warning too: evolve or disappear. Football history is filled with players who refused to adapt. Ronaldo refused to be one of them. He also warned about mentality. In interviews, he repeatedly emphasized that criticism is fuel. When people doubted him after leaving Real Madrid CF, suggesting he would struggle outside of Spain, he responded with performances. When critics claimed he couldn't succeed in Italy's tactical system, he won league titles. When doubters said he couldn't return to the Premier League and compete at the highest level again, he became Manchester United's top scorer in his first season back. The warning was simple. Negativity can destroy you if you let it, but it can also build you if you use it correctly. 5 years ago, he told young athletes to embrace pressure instead of fearing it. Today, that mindset is studied by sports psychologists and admired by millions. Ronaldo also warned about professionalism. In a football culture increasingly driven by short-term hype, viral moments, and flashy skills, he reminded everyone that fundamentals win championships. Hard work, recovery, sleep, nutrition, mental preparation. He reportedly follows one of the strictest diets in professional sports, avoids alcohol, prioritizes family time, and structures his day with military-like precision. 5 years ago, some fans laughed at how obsessed he was with details. But today, as players face shorter peaks and more injuries, Ronaldo's discipline looks like foresight. He understood that modern football is faster, more demanding, and more physically intense than ever before. To survive, you must treat your body like a machine, and your mind like a weapon. Another warning he gave was about legacy. Ronaldo once said he doesn't chase records, records chase him. That statement wasn't arrogance, it was vision. He understood that consistency over time beats temporary brilliance. Many players have had magical seasons. Few have sustained excellence for nearly 2 decades. Ronaldo warned that greatness is not about one Ballon d'Or or one Champions League trophy. It is about showing up every single year. It is about delivering when expectations are highest. It is about responding after failure. After heartbreak at major tournaments, after tough defeats, after personal criticism, he returned stronger. That resilience became his trademark. 5 years ago, when the football world was obsessed with the debate between him and Lionel Messi, Ronaldo warned fans not to reduce football to rivalry alone. He respected competition but emphasized self-improvement over comparison. His philosophy was clear: focus on becoming better than yesterday's version of yourself. The world may argue about who was the greatest, but Ronaldo's message was about personal growth. That message aged well. Today, as younger stars rise, Ronaldo's career stands as proof that mentality can stretch limits far beyond what experts predict. He also warned about leadership. Leadership, he said, is not just shouting on the pitch, it's setting an example. When he trains harder than everyone else, he sends a silent message. When he celebrates a teammate's goal with the same passion as his own, he builds unity. When he demands higher standards, he challenges mediocrity. 5 years later, many former teammates openly admit that playing alongside Ronaldo forced them to elevate their professionalism. That influence extends beyond football. Entrepreneurs quote him. Fitness coaches study him. Motivational speakers reference him. His warning about standards applies everywhere. If you accept average, you will become average. Perhaps the most powerful warning he gave was about hunger. Success can be dangerous. Once you win everything, the temptation to relax is strong. Ronaldo warned that staying at the top is harder than reaching it. And he proved it. Even after winning multiple Champions League titles, domestic leagues, and individual awards, he continued celebrating goals like it was his first season. That childlike hunger never disappeared. 5 years ago, he said, "The moment you